210 Boxing TV here with Coach Rich Barrientes. Now, we got a big fight coming up this weekend. David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant. Break down the fight for us, and what's your official prediction?
I think it's a good fight for both of them, I think I'm leaning towards Benavidez on this one just because, just his tenacity, he's in there, he has something to prove, and I think there's real beef between them. Caleb, great boxer, he showed that with Canelo, he went with 11 rounds with Canelo, so he's able to move, he's able to box, but I just think, Benavidez is just mean. He has something to prove, and he's going to be in there trying to prove it, So my overall prediction is, maybe Caleb Plant wins the first few rounds, and then the pressure of Benavidez is going to be too much. I'm thinking, stoppage, 8th, 9th round. That's what I'm thinking. I think Benavidez is going to stop him.
You see Caleb Plant probably winning the first 3-4 rounds, and then David Benavidez coming on those rounds 5 through 9?
Yeah, definitely. I think early on, Plant's feet are really good. His boxing ability is good, I think they look like they're really both prepared, for this fight. So I'm not going to take nothing away from Caleb, I just think style-wise, everybody always says how styles make fights, and I think in this one, Benavidez has the style to beat Plant, busier, the pressure, he's big, and I think he gets the job done.
Caleb tends to fade in fights in the second half of the fight. You see that's what's going to be the difference in Benavidez. He was saying that he goes 5 guys 15 rounds, 6 guys 20 rounds. You see that being the difference?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think it's a plus and a minus when you have good feet and you're able to move. He's not a 118 pounder that can move around for 12 rounds. So he's going to have to stop at one point. He's going to have to, be able to take that pressure. He's not going to be able to move for 12 rounds, So I see him moving around early and then, having to sit there in the middle rounds and take some damage. And I think that's where Benavidez is going to slow him down. And he ain't going to be able to keep that same movement up. And I think that's why he fades later on in those fights is because of the movement, So we'll see what happens.
It's harder for people don't know, Coach, but what would you say, Coach? It's a guy gets more tired fighting like that, boxing and moving, than a guy pressuring and coming forward.
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. Like, there's not too many people that can move around for 12 rounds and box like a Lomachenko, That's why, even Floyd, Floyd relied on his defense. He wasn't able to move like that for 12 rounds, Moving and boxing like that and staying sharp and not getting hit for 12 rounds, man, especially at those weights, In the smaller weights, you see some guys can do it, But at them weights, no way.
From being 168 and fighting at 180, you think that's going to make the difference?
Oh,
and
yeah.
You can't do that for 12 rounds with a guy like Benavidez putting nonstop pressure?
Yeah. There's nobody that does it right now that can move like that, besides like a Lomachenko. Loma, I think, is one of the guys that can move around like that and box and angles, and just his footwork's crazy, especially even now, even him moving up in the weight, you don't see him do it as much,